contest between the Eagles of Wake Tech Community College and UBCC Dolphins. The National Community College Athletic Association and Brunswick Community College for good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Negative comments, profanity, racist, sexist, or other abusive comments or actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated on our grounds for removal from the facility. Brunswick Community College thanks you for your support and cooperation. Will everyone please rise as we honor America with our national anthem. Now let's get the starting lineups. First for the Eagles from Wake Tech Community College. Starting at guard, number 2, Brooklyn Ragley. Starting at guard, number 1, Kaz Boone. Starting at guard, number 11, Jeremy Spencer. Starting at forward, number 15, Kayla Brent. And starting at center, number 12, Aquarius Petaway. The Wake Tech Eagles are coached by Tasia Murphy, and she is assisted by Deanna Lucas, Alonzo Lunsford, and McKee Edmonds. And now for your BCC Dolphins. Starting at center, number 3, Tasia Murphy. Starting at guard, number 5, Brooke Wilkins. Starting forward, number 10, Chris McCoy. Starting at forward, number 12, Maya Leach. And starting at guard, number 24, Kayla Logan Bodine. The Dolphins are coached by Joe Gallhan, and he is assisted by Annie Mercer and Mike Hollingsworth. Thank you, and let's play ball.
And Dolphins basketball is brought to you by our friends at Coastal Transplants. It's Brunswick and Wake Tech tonight on YouTube. Hi again, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Wake Tech coming in at 11-6, 10-4 in the region. Your Dolphins are 2-15 and 1-11 in the region. Dolphins losing both games on that Western Carolinas, plural, trip over the weekend, falling in South Carolina to Spartanburg Methodist in their final meeting. And then they lost by 6 to Cleveland Community College in what was an absolute hose job. Jemiah Leach had a season-high 26 points on 13 of 14 shooting with 9 rebounds. The free throws were 5 of 8 for Brunswick, 13 of 21 for Cleveland. Dolphins were plus 18 on the glass, as the tip is going to be, we're going to have a foul right on the tip. And I believe it's going to go on Wake Tech. So it'll be Dolphins basketball, and a quick one for the Eagles, 2 seconds into the game. So Dolphins will control first. Absolute hose job in North Carolina on Sunday. Terrible. So Boak Knight will inbound. Dolphins in that game also matched their season high for shooting as they turn it over here, and the layup is good. So Wake Tech gets on the board first. That was Journey Spencer, the point guard. Another steal. Kayla Friend coming away with the pocket pick this time. So Wake Tech starting off strong. This is a dangerous Wake Tech team. Second meeting of the season, Wake Tech won only by 3. It was 62-59 in Raleigh earlier. Difference was at the free throw line again, as that 3-ball is long by Ragland. But this is a dangerous Wake Tech Eagles team. So at the free throw line in the first meeting, Wake was 18 out of 24, Brunswick 6 out of 14. Wake turns it over on their second possession. Dolphins going to have to figure out this press stuff. They've turned it over twice already. Boak Knights has her pocket picked by Spencer. Journey Spencer, that's going to be, I don't know if they're going to count that or not. It looks like it's a blocking foul in the restricted area, but I'm not sure if they're going to count the bucket. Kayla Friend is either going to get 1 or 2 free throws. No, they say not even in the act of shooting, so it'll just be an inbound for Wake Tech. But this is the 4th best rebounding team in Division II, 52.7 rebounds per game for the Eagles. 2nd best offensive rebounding team at 21.8. As the 3 is good by Yaz Boone over on the far side. She's a 33% free throw shooter, so we're a minute in. And things looking a little nervous right now for the Dolphins. They got to settle into this one. Kaylin Logan Boak Knight driving baseline, leaves it to Murphy. Murphy fouled by Friend, and that's going to be Kayla Friend's 2nd foul. So she's going to have to come out early sub for the Eagles. If you were wondering, Journey Spencer, 6.7 steals per game. I mentioned that. Yeah, that's first in Division II by a landslide. She had 14 steals against Johnston CC in the season opener. So you got to be wary about number 11 in dark blue if you're the Dolphins. Sadeja Murphy gets the first free throw to go. She's 61% on the season. Murphy's having a good month of January. Dolphins overall, it's not translating to wins, but they are having a decent January as a team. Murphy gets 1 out of 2. Dolphins get on the board. This is Boone, top of the key for the Eagles. Ragland over nearest us. Now Mason, Destiny Mason came in trying to draw the foul, and it's going to be saved, but it comes to Wilkins. Dolphins get around trouble, bring it into the forecourt. Dolphins attack. Dolphins get their first field goal. Jemiah Leach. And we have an injured Brunswick player right now. So Jemiah Leach on the board, coming off that season high on Sunday against Cleveland Community College. Almost had a double-double, 26 points and 9 rebounds. And I believe that's Sadeja Murphy who is down. So while they take a look at her, hopefully nothing too serious, we're going to take a quick 30 here. So Murphy got up, was limping a little bit on her first couple of steps, and then started walking a little more normal. So hopefully nothing too serious. Sadeja, as I mentioned, 5 offensive rebounds a game in January. Murphy has climbed the ladder. She's 34th now in D2 with 23 blocks on the season. So big loss. Jada Burnett coming in, and hopefully we'll get to see Murphy as the evening goes on. Petaway swings it out. Ragland for 3. Missed it too strong. Dolphins on the defensive glass. Leach pushing. Throws it up. Can't get it to go, but Brunswick doing a nice job drawing some contact on Wake Tech here in the opening couple of minutes. That's already 3 team fouls on the Eagles. Krishai McCoy at the free throw line. McCoy 10 points per ball game. Lone player averaging in double figures, 56% free throw shooter. Foul was on Spencer, by the way. That was her first. So 1 out of 2 at the line. Krishai on the board for the first time tonight. So after Wake gets the first couple of baskets, Dolphins respond with 4 points of their own. Spencer looking down low. That pass too high. It was deflected, they say, by Brunswick. Nope, it's going to be Dolphins basketball. It was off Wake. There was really no signal made.
It was out of bounds.
So Dolphins basketball. Again, nicely done, breaking the full court press. McCoy then has her pocket picked. Guess who? The top stealer in the country trying to pick up an assist. Instead, it's 2 free throws for Destiny Mason. But already 2 steals for Journey Spencer, who came in averaging just a shade under 7 a game. Not a typo. As a team, Wake Tech 17.9 steals per game. That is 5th in Division II. And aside from Spencer, Yaz Boone is also in the top 50 in steals per game with 3. So those 2 players, just 2 players on your team in the backcourt, averaging almost 10 steals a game. Some teams don't average 10 steals a game. Dolphins are 8.6 as a team, and Wake has 2 players who are at about 10 a game. Bouknight out deep. Bounce pass is miscommunication there between Bouknight and Wilkins, so the turnover gives it back to Wake. Dolphins a little bit sloppy at the get-go, but neither team really settling in yet. 5-4 right now to Wake. Near side, Raglan. They're looking down low. Instead, bounce passes it back to Raglan. Now in the corner, it's Boone. Using the baseline, and the reverse is good. Too easy there if you're the Dolphins defense. 5 for Boone, 5 of the 7 right now for Wake. Attacking again, McCoy. Shot was blocked. Here comes Wake. 3-on-3. Boone again using the baseline. This time dishes to Mason, who scores her first field goal. 2 quick buckets by Wake. And the lead is 5 again for the Eagles. Jemiah Leach to McCoy over on the far side of your screen in the forecourt. Trapping pressure defense for Wake. We're going to force a tie up here, and the Eagles have the possession arrow. Oh, there's some good news for Brunswick. Sadeja Murphy, who left with an injury, is right back into the game, and Jemiah Leach will go out. So good to see her back. Big key in the defensive cog for the Dolphins defense, Sadeja Murphy. They find Boone for 3. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Mason put back, no. Mason trying for another one, can't get it. Then a scrum for it on the baseline, and the Dolphins had it, but they were over the line. This is also, by the way, if you don't get how deadly this Wake Tech team can be, also one of the best rebounding teams in the country, as I mentioned early. They average almost 22 offensive rebounds a game, so Dolphins have done a fairly good job on the defensive glass, but they got to be consistent throughout the 40 minutes here tonight. Spencer throws it cross court. Boone extra pass out to Raglan. The bunny is no good. Another offensive rebound. That one no good by Petaway. Out on the run, Wilkins quickly into the forecourt. McCoy throws it right side. Bouknight for 3. Yes. Kaylin Logan Bouknight gets it to go. 2-point game. So she's got 3, Leach with 2, 1 apiece for McCoy and Murphy for Brunswick at the midway point of this first quarter. Dolphins force a turnover. Logan Boatnight goes behind her back, bringing it into the forecourt. Now Wilkins, extra pass to Skylar Lassiter. Gets it to the cutter, and McCoy can't get it to go. But beautiful ball movement there by Brunswick. Can't tie it, though. Wake keeps the lead. Mason from the half circle. A little face-up jumper for Destiny Mason, 43% shooter on the year. Dolphins again get it into the forecourt. Lassiter to Murphy. Murphy doubled up. Up top, the three is bounced up and off the back iron, no good. And then a fight for the rebound is won by Wake. Yasmin Boone pushing it from Ragland. Now the baseline shot, an air ball. Petaway put back. Attempt was blocked by Murphy, her first of the night. Leach, top of the key to Murphy. And the flat-footed jumper is no good. 3:45 to go in the quarter. Up and down we go, and that was out of control there by Wake. Ball will go back to Brunswick after this timeout. 3 minutes, 43 seconds to go in the first quarter, and Wake Tech leads by 4. Well, Dolphins enjoying their best shooting month so far here in the month of January, and that young lady, Kaylin Logan Boatnight, a big reason why. A 3-ball has Brunswick within 4 right now with 3:43 left to go out of the timeout. Again, this full court press, which rattled the Dolphins in their first couple of possessions. They've settled in a little better against this trap for Wake Tech. And out of the timeout, Anaya Hemby in for the first time as she looks for Murphy, was falling down, got the pass away, but it was off the mark through the legs of Murphy, and then Sadeja called for the foul. Both teams with 3 team fouls. Wake picked up 3 fairly quickly. They've settled down in terms of contacts here in this opening quarter. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you from the home studio in Cleveland, Ohio. You and I watching this Region 10 matchup, final meeting of the regular season between Wake and Brunswick. Illegal screen there called on Destiny Mason. So 4 team fouls now on Wake. Dolphins are shooting their best shooting month in the month of January, as I mentioned. Matched a season high, shooting 46% at Cleveland on Sunday. Jemiah Leach, 11 points per ball game in the month of January. Krishaya McCoy attacking, gets around the blocker, and Krishaya with her first field goal. She has 3. And it's a 2-point game. Dolphins doing a nice job at the start against Wake. Petaway using her body, swings it out. Mason steps left, fires the 3, and that's an air ball out of bounds. Destiny Mason, a good 3-point shooter, 38% on the year, but not that time. Wilkins, McCoy, Lassiter, now Hemby. Back to McCoy and the front court to Brook. McCoy attacks, Ooh, might have got away with a travel there. Wilkins drives the floater in and out. Murphy put back, no, and the rebound controlled by Kester. It's Chloe Kester into the game for Wake Tech. Ragland on the near side, entry pass deflected, but recovering Mason, who's played well off the bench. Kester for three, can't get the bounce, and then it went over the backboard just a touch, so ball goes back to Brunswick. Start of a 4-game homestand for the Dolphins. Saturday they host Guilford Tech. We'll have that one for you at 3 o'clock. And then next Wednesday, it's the rival game against Cape Fear. February 2nd against Central Carolina. We'll stream that one. I won't be with you for that one. Lassiter from 15, yes. Skylar Lassiter scoring. And the Dolphins have tied it at 11. Here's Spencer on the near side of your screen looking for the cutter. And Mason called for the offensive foul. Just a little too high up. And the Dolphins looking nice here in this first quarter. Jada Burnett going to come in. Murphy goes out. So Murphy, Hemby, McCoy, Wilkins, and Lassiter with Jada. Wilkins swings it up to Hemby. Here's Krishaya. Gets a screen. Fires the jumper. Can't get it to go. Jada Burnett chases it down. Lassiter from right of the lane. Couple of fakes. And her bounce pass intercepted by Kester. So here comes Wake looking to get the lead back. Brunswick hasn't led yet in this game. Boone attacks. Boone goes glass, no good. Good box out there by Skylar. Nearing a minute to go. Dolphins again looking for their first lead. That was deflected by Journey Spencer, the top stealer in JUCO basketball. That's at all levels, by the way, not just D2. I looked at them all. Nobody's averaging close to 6.7 steals like Journey Spencer. She's a freshman, but got to be getting looks from four-year schools already, I would think.
It's a reach.
There's a steal. That's the third of the game for Spencer. She glides and misses it. Lassiter on the box out. Couldn't quite gather, though, so extra possession here for Wake. Spencer now gets it down low, and the bucket is good by Petaway. Aquarius Petaway, 16.8 points per game, 14.1 rebounds. Petaway is the top rebounder in the country with 239.
She can't reach like that.
Boak Knight. Brooke Wilkins was all alone down low, and she's got her first bucket. Dolphins again tie it. Last shot time if you're Wake here. Boone is wide open. Recognizing the clock, they go quickly. Ragland, no good. Dolphins have 2 seconds to work with. I don't think a shot's going to get off here. But an overall good first quarter against this tough Wake Tech team. Dolphins and Eagles are tied at 13. We'll be back with quarter number 2 here in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway. All tied at 13. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Wake led by as many as 5, couple different times in that opening quarter. Yaz Boone with 5 points, 4 for Destiny Mason for Wake. For Brunswick, 3 points apiece for McCoy and Boaknight, 2 for Lassiter and Wilkins and Leach. And Wake gets right back on the board. McCoy and Boaknight, 2 for Lassiter and Wilkins and Leach. Another stop there as Boone now up to 7 points, brings it into the forecourt. Boone attacking again, this time passes it out. Ragland passed up an open look. Boone the extra pass in the corner for Kester. Sub is Mariah Tucker, number 25 for Wake. Boone attacks too strong off the glass. Shot clock didn't reset. It should have expired. They reset it, and good eye by the officials there to catch that. So Brunswick basketball off the shot clock violation. William. Dolphins had to get it in close to a 5-second. Dolphins were sloppy in the first couple of possessions against this tough Wake Tech press, but they have done a nice job overall here tonight against the team that averages almost 18 steals a night. Lassiter's got a jumper. Bounce passes to Burnett over to Hemby. Hemby with 6 on the shot clock. It rims off. Kester the rebound. She pushes into the forecourt. Tucker on the far side, or on the near side of your screen. And contact and the foul is going to lead to a couple of free throws. Journey Spencer, 7.7 points per ball game, 6.3 rebounds, 4.4 assists, 6.7 steals. I mean, just the all-around kind of player you want to have. Chelsea Gray type just will do it all at that point guard spot. .61% free throw shooter. Lassiter picked up her first foul. She's out of the game. Set the 5 for Joe Gaughan's team in a moment. So 1 out of 2 for Spencer. 3 points on the night. Lead is 3 again for Wake. McCoy over to Wilkins. And it's Cache Morton in the game. And she gets an assist on the bank shot by Jada Burnett. First field goal for Jada. 1-point game again. Spencer surveys, swings it at Tucker for 3. The rainbow no good. Rebound by Burnett. Boaknight on the far side of your screen. Now tosses to Wilkins. Morton. 7.5 to play until halftime. Dolphins hanging around, still haven't led yet in this game. Chance to do that on this possession as McCoy swings it out to Wilkins with 7 to shoot. Boaknight hit a 3 from earlier in that spot. Not that time. Long rebound to McCoy. Her baseline floater is an air ball, though. Tucker throws it ahead. 1-on-1 now for Wake. And the bucket no good. The offensive rebound and the foul going to be called on Logan. So, Petaway, who came in 3rd in rebounds per game with 14.1 and 2nd with 102 offensive rebounds. I think she's up to 104 on the season. 73% free throw shooter as well. I mentioned almost 17 points per game, just over 14 rebounds. Aquarius Petaway, the sophomore for Wake, at the line. Logan Boatnight with her first foul in the game. It's the second on Brunswick, as you can see there on the screen. 1 out of 2. We got a lane violation, and I think it's going on Wake. The official signaled technical foul. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I didn't hit the replay button quick enough to be able to tell you. I'm going to go back a few seconds here. But Kaylin Logan Boatnight is going to shoot these technicals. It could be just a 1. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 1. It is going to be 2. I looked at it on the replay. I don't have a replay for you, but I didn't see what she did. 1 out of 2, though, for Kaylin. It's a 1-point game, and it'll be Dolphins basketball. Might have been something she said, and not necessarily something she did, but it's a weird call. She was kind of just standing there. But I'm 700 miles away, so referee's got a better vantage point than me. I think it was something that was said. It had to have been. McCoy got tripped up, no whistle, steal by Wake. Here is Boone. Boone attacks over Cachet, can't get it, and then fouled on the putback attempt. So more free throws. It's the third team foul on Brunswick. Yaz Boone with 7 points, leading all scorers tonight. 71% free throw shooter, in and out on the first one. For Wake, this is the finale of a quick 2-game road trip. They're home on Saturday against Lewisburg. 8 for Boone now tonight. 2-point game. Wilkins into the front court. Oh, miscommunication there between her and Jada Burnett, and it's going to be a steal for Wake. Those are the kinds of turnovers against this Wake team you don't need. They're good enough at forcing you into turnovers. You don't need any silly ones yourself. Another offensive rebound. Spencer backs it out now for the Eagles. Hadaway. That's Friend, who's back into the game. Swings it up to Boone. And the cutter, bucket no good. Boone's got the offensive rebound. Petaway the putback, no. And another shot clock violation. Wake team came in shooting 43% as a team. They have struggled. From the gym, yeah, it was something that she said, which is what I thought. That was the reason for the technical. Brooke Wilkins into the front court. Inside 6 to play until halftime. Here is McCoy. Boatnight bounce pass to Murphy, who's back in. Takes a deep one, airballed it out of bounds. Tucker comes out of the game for Wake Tech. And it looks like Brooklyn Ragland back in. Ragland gets a screen, takes it top of the key, now hands it off right side. Spencer throws it cross court to Boone from downtown. Another offensive rebound, this time by Friend. Pull up, no. Rebound by Krishaya. McCoy swings it out to Logan Boatnight. Bounce pass looking for Burnett. Another steal for Wake, and then stealing it right back was Boatnight, and then she threw it away again. Bounce pass goes to the cutter Petaway. Bucket is no good. Foul called on Brunswick. That's going to be 4 on Brunswick, so still not quite at the midway point of this second quarter. And Dolphins in danger of putting Wake at the free throw line in the bonus. As it is right now, Petaway at the line for 2. Hit 1 out of 2 just moments ago. It's been a kind of a ragged game, and I think that benefits the Dolphins against this powerful Wake Tech defense. Playing very physical here tonight. Both teams have been. So 1 out of 2 again for Petaway. He's up to 4 points tonight. Lassiter back into the game as Brooke Wilkins goes out. So it's Murphy, Logan Boaknight, Jada Burnett, Lassiter, and McCoy. McCoy out deep, gets a screen. Boaknight back to Krishaya. Here is Murphy. Shot rejected. That was Mason with the block. So Mason back out there. Boone, Ragland, Friend, and Spencer, I believe. Dolphins get a turnover here. Lassiter will get it to McCoy. The bank shot is good for Krishaya. So McCoy's got 5. And for the 3rd time in the quarter, it's a 1-point game again. Dolphins still looking for their first lead tonight. Can they get a stop here? Spencer trying to dribble around problems, and then a reach. And that's going to send Journey Spencer to the free throw line on the 15 foul. When we come back, 4:16 left to play in this first half. It's a slugfest at Brunswick. Well, 7 players have already scored for the Brunswick Dolphins. There's Lassiter back in the first quarter with a bucket there as we get back to live action here. 4:16 left to play. And we're still working out the kinks on the production with the video timeouts. So I apologize if we were blasting you with 2 different audio sounds. It's a work in progress, evidently. First free throw is no good. Eagles are struggling at the free throw line. Came in 64% from the line as a team, but it's been 50-50 here tonight. Spencer trying to get 1 out of 2. Missed them both. Tipped rebound. It comes to Mason. 2 Dolphins got fingertips on it, and they both deflected it to Mason. That pass is airmailed out of bounds. Wake, we've talked about what makes them dangerous. What makes them not dangerous is turnovers, 21.4 per night. We've seen a lot of that on display here tonight. Dolphins have a high turnover average at 20.5 as well. Jada Burnett, right of the lane. Lassiter left of the lane, gets it to McCoy. Inside 4 to play in this opening half. Logan Boaknight to step back. Jada fights for the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball possession arrow favors Wake Tech. Yes, Boone for Wake Tech leads all scorers with 8 points. 4 for Petaway, 4 for Mason, 3 for Spencer. As I mentioned, 7 players for the Dolphins on the boards. Krishaya McCoy with 5. And then 4 for Logan Boaknight. In the corner, it's Spencer airballing the 3. Jada Burnett to Lassiter. Lassiter into the forecourt. And McCoy will set up the offense. Boaknight against the zone. Extra pass by Murphy. Lassiter, Bunny, no. And the rebound controlled by Ragland, I believe. Check that. I think that's wrong. Hemby comes back in for Brunswick. The long ponytails are blocking the numbers. I'll figure it out. So it stays with Brunswick. Hemby. Pass is going to go into the backcourt, and they say it was deflected. Dolphins catch a break there. Boaknight, bounce pass down low. Burnett blocked by Friend. Here's Mason swinging cross courts, and the 3 is no good. Put back no good, but another foul called on Brunswick. They are racking up the fouls. Destiny Mason getting a lot of the hustle points tonight for Wake Tech. She's played well off the bench, came in early as Kayla Friend picked up 2 quick fouls. Made an immediate impact in that first quarter, and doing a nice job as well here in the second. First foul on Hemby, by the way. So 5 team fouls, or 6 team fouls for Brunswick. Just 1 for Wake. Mason up to 5 points. Lead is 2. McCoy being hounded by Ragland. McCoy gets fouled. Second team foul on Wake. More shuffling by the Eagles. Looks like Boone is going to come out and Spencer comes back into the game. Leslie Trejo Zaniga is also in the game. That was the player who I couldn't see. So Trejo Zaniga out there with Mason and Ragland, Spencer, and Friend. That's the 5 for Coach Murphy, who is in her first season at Wake Tech. Murphy gets the rebound. They've had a couple of ties in the game. Wake has led for most of the night, led by as many as 5. It's been a close game. Jada Burnett, trouble with the pass, gets it out. McCoy, jumper, no. Tip for the rebound. Jada had it deflected out of bounds, and she touched it last. So ball goes back to Wake with 2:04 to play until halftime. Entry pass deflected. Jada Burnett with some nice defense. Wake stays with it, though. Trejo Zaniga for 3, no good. Offensive rebound, but Spencer was out of bounds. Petaway back in for Mason. Petaway's got 4 points tonight. McCoy to Murphy, and it's going to be a foul on Spencer. It'll be the 3rd on Wake here in the quarter. Murphy, bounce pass to Hemby, hand off to McCoy. McCoy attacks again, too strong off the glass, and then a whistle on the rebound, and it's going against Brunswick. So Wake Tech basketball. They maintain a 2-point lead. It's been tight, but Wake has not relented, aside from a couple of ties in this game. Ragland surveys. Here is Mason, who's back out there after a quick break. Ragland over on the far side of your screen with 7 to shoot. Double teamed, got it to the cutter somehow. How did she find her? It's Spencer with the bucket, but what a pass by Ragland. In the trees, she got it away. Hemby into the forecourt, 4-point game. Hemby turns it over. Spencer into the forecourt. It's a 4-on-3. Down low, it's Mason putting it up and in. And Mason's got 7. Came in averaging 8 a game. She's got 7 here in the half. Biggest lead now for Wake. Dolphins got to be careful here. Murphy almost banked it, but she'll get a couple of free throws. Murphy hit 1 out of 2 earlier in the quarter. Friend goes out. Boone comes back in. Boone with 8 to lead everybody tonight. And Brooke Wilkins coming in. Cache Morton coming in for Hemby. And let's see what Sadeja can do at the free throw line. 61% on the year. She's averaging 8.7 points, 9.3 rebounds per game. Hasn't had a ton of double-doubles. She's had a lot of double-digit rebound games and a lot of double-digit scoring games. They have not both lined up at the same time often this season. She missed both free throws there. So at 28.1, Wake can hold for the final shot and take their biggest lead into the locker room. Well, they're going to commit an offensive foul instead. So Brunswick will get a crack at it. And Joe Gahan going to bring in Logan Boaknight. Some shooting. So Dolphins got to make sure they take the last shot here. Don't leave Wake any time. They've got still 14 seconds to work with. Well, don't want to do that either. They turn it over. Too strong by Boone, but the putback, a flip shot, good. And a shoe came off there at the buzzer. Lassiter can't get it away. So what a play by Journey Spencer at the buzzer, and Wake closes a ragged first half strong, taking its biggest lead into the locker room. Eagles lead at 26-18. We'll be back after the 15-minute halftime break. Welcome back, everybody, as we take a look back at the first half. Early bucket by Kalen Logan Boaknight, who hits a triple. Krishaya McCoy has been active so far here today, leading the team with 5 points. Couple of nice drives to the bucket. There's the first. Balanced attack today. 7 scorers for Brunswick, including that jumper by Skylar Lassiter. And speaking of attacking, Jada Burnett gets the bank shot to go for Brunswick there. For the most part, it was a tie. It was a 1-2 point game, but unfortunately for the Dolphins, Wake Tech made a run late, and they lead it by 8 now at the half. So Wake Tech enjoying its biggest lead here at halftime. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you here at the home studio in Cleveland, Ohio. It's just been gray for like a month, it feels like, in Cleveland. Leading scorers for Wake Tech in the first half, it was Yaz Boone with 8, 7 for Journey Spencer, 7 for Destiny Mason, and 4 for Aquarius Petaway. Meanwhile, for your Dolphins, mentioned 7 scorers in that first half, and here's all of them. Krishaya McCoy with 5 points, Kalen Logan Boaknight with 4, and then Skylar Lassiter, Brooke Wilkins, Jemiah Leach, Jada Burnett have 2 points apiece, and Sadasia Murphy has 1. So the start of this 4-game homestand for Brunswick against this tough Wake Tech Eagles team. The Eagles at 11-6, 10-4 in the region. Dolphins just 2-15 and in the midst of this long losing streak. As no change in the starting lineup for Brunswick, so Murphy, Wilkins, McCoy, Jemiah Leach, Kalen Logan Boaknight. There are several changes for Wake as Mariah Tucker starts the third quarter. She's out there with Ragland, I believe that is, and Boone. Boone takes it away. Who else is out there? Spencer and Mason. No, correction, that's Petaway, not Mason. Okay, so that's the 5, if you got all that, if you were able to keep track for Wake Tech. Shot clock at 8 for the Eagles. Down low, bucket in the foul for Petaway. Aquarius Petaway with 6, chance to make it 7 at the free throw line. Petaway, 73% free throw shooter. It's the 3rd foul on Leach. So Jemiah Leach, who had 26 on Sunday in the loss at Cleveland. And a little bit of foul trouble here tonight, just 2 points so far. Free throw no good. Dolphins got to get cooking on this end. 18 points and a half, it's not going to win you any games. Boaknight bounce pass to Murphy. Here is Leach in the lane off the back iron and the rebound. Nice little box out there by the shortest player on the court, Ragland. You don't have to be a tall player to get a rebound. That's how you box out if you're a guard right there. Spencer hands it off to Ragland, who hands it off to Boone on the left wing. Shot clock again winding down. It's at 10. Spencer with 6. Boone with 2. Got to get it off. Can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Leach. Logan Boaknight into the forecourt. Murphy swings it out, and the jumper in and out for McCoy. And then a foul on the rebound. Good sportsmanship there by Petaway, who's the guilty party. So both teams with a team foul here in the first couple of minutes of this second half. Be with you again Saturday. Guilford Tech in town, 3 p.m. start for that one. Baseline jumper is too strong for McCoy. Tucker got away, broke free, and scores her first bucket tonight. So 11 straight points right now for Wake Tech. They've opened up a 12-point lead. Dolphins haven't scored in seemingly forever. I can't remember last time they got a bucket. Was it the Krishaya bucket? Let me go back here.
Get it to McCoy, the bank shot.
Krishaya McCoy scored with 4:32 to go in the second quarter. That's the last time Brunswick scratched. So yeah, it has been forever. Opportunity to end that drought at the free throw line. Raglan called for her first foul, 2 team fouls on Wake, and here's Kaylin Logan Boaknight, 64% free throw shooter. Dolphins good at getting to the free throw line still. They are 8th in D2 at 22.5 free throw attempts per game. Still not shooting a high percentage, though. Boaknight 64%, trying to get them both in. She does. So that is the first points in about 7 minutes of game action. Looks like Leach goes out of the game. Early sub for Joe Gaughan, bringing Jada Burnett back in. Boone looking down low. It had to be saved. Tucker's good ball movement here for Wake, finding Boone in the corner. Can't get the three to go. Tip for the rebound. Petaway's got another. Petaway, top of the key to Raglan. Raglan, runner in the lane, is off the mark. Ball punched out. Chasing it down is Tucker again. Third crack at it here for Wake, and Boone gets around 2 defenders and scores. First player in double figures in the ball game is Yasminasia Boone. She's got 10. A tick above her season average. Murphy baseline shot is short. Rebound by Petaway. Here is Boone into the forecourt for the Eagles. It was a 3-point game in the first meeting in Raleigh, 62-59. Wake's starting to separate here tonight, but bank shot no good by Boone. McCoy pushing, drawing contact. Third team foul on Wake with 6:27 to go here in quarter number 3. Logan Boaknight goes out of the game. Anaya Hemby coming in. Anaya's from Greenville, North Carolina. I still think about the barbecue that I got when I was in Greenville, North Carolina. It's about 4 or 5 years ago. It was so tender, you didn't even need the sauce. You didn't need any barbecue sauce. I can't remember the name of the place. I'm not giving them a shout out anyways. You don't get free publicity on my broadcast. Tucker got it to go. Well, if you want barbecue, I think there's a couple of joints in Greenville, North Carolina you can go to. I think there's more than one. But the one that I went to, man. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, so you guys might know who Michael Simon is. He's kind of a celebrity chef. He's got a place here that's got good barbecue. Not as good as Greenville. Turnover here on the Dolphins, who committed an offensive foul on the screen. Second team foul for Brunswick. I'm going to Google that during the timeout now because my mouth is watering. We're going to get a timeout here. Coach is reading my mind. The hungry broadcaster must Google. I call a timeout. So we'll take a timeout here. I think it's a 30 seconds. Let's see what the officials say. Please make a signal. It's a 30. So we'll be back in 30. welcome back. It'll be Wake basketball out of the timeout, 12-point lead. It was Sam Jones, by the way. It wasn't his flagship place is not in Greenville. It's a little bit south of Greenville, but he's got a second place in Greenville. And I'm not going to tell you the name because they're not paying me to, but best barbecue I've ever had in my life. Quick three out of the timeout for Wake is no good. They get yet another offensive rebound. This Wake Tech team, fourth best rebounding team in Division II. And extra chance opportunities are helping them pull away from Brunswick in what was a close game for most of the night. Wake now by 14. There's a steal by Spencer. So Journey Spencer came in at 6.7 steals per game. She's approaching about that average. She's got 4 or 5 already with a lot of time to go. Dolphins have numbers, and that was a lazy fast break there. So Wake Tech has all the time in the world to settle back in defensively. McCoy had trouble with the pass out to Wilkins. Burnett on the wing. Hemby from deep. Can't get the three. Put back by Jada. So Burnett with her second goal, and it's 4 on the night for Burnett. Dolphins, Spencer attacking. Dolphins got to get some rebounds. Spencer was blocked, but Petaway is there. Aquarius Petaway came in as the top rebounder in the country with 239, third in rebounds per game at over 14, and second with 102 offensive rebounds. There's steal number 5 or 6 for Spencer tonight as she gets fouled. Not a bad foul there by McCoy, but the turnovers and Wake starting to dominate here tonight in this one. We got a timeout coming. Free throws for Wake when we come back. 4:12 left to play here in the third quarter. Dolphins need to get it back together. Wake Tech has matched its biggest lead at 14 tonight. They're going to go to the free throw line to try to extend it. Chris Sheeman back here with you from the home studio in Cleveland, Ohio. Looks like Journey Spencer at the free throw line. 7 points tonight for Spencer. So Journey gets the first one to go. Yaz Boone with 12 points to lead all scorers in the game. 1 out of 2 at the line. Logan Boaknight with the rebound. So Kaylin Logan Boaknight, Brooke Wilkins, and Krishaya McCoy in the backcourt. Murphy back out there, Jemiah Leach. That's the 5 for Brunswick. And Kayla Friend back in the game gets fouled. So Friend is out there with Petaway. There'll be a sub coming in for Wake, so I'm going to hold off on setting the 5. All right, so it's Ragland, it's Petaway, it's Friend. Mason checking in, and Boone. Spencer goes to the bench. Mason, cross court to Ragland. Step back by Mason, airballed the 3. We'll call it a pass. Players tied up. Padaway trying for yet another offensive rebound. And the possession arrow favoring Wake Tech. So Mason inbound to Padaway on the wing. Entry pass deflected. Nice post defense there by the Dolphins. Attacking Leach, lays it up and in. See if that can get Jemiah going. She's been hot lately, 11 points per game in the month of January, including 26 on Sunday. She played well against Johnston in the last home game as well. Dolphins with a reach there. It's 5 team fouls on Brunswick. So free throws coming for Kayla Friend, who has struggled from the free throw line this season. Overall, a decent stat line for Kayla with 6.4 points, 7.3 rebounds, 1.8 blocks per game. But not a good free throw shooter. If it's below a certain percentage, I don't even say the percentage. That's how bad. Gets 1 out of 2, though, and on the board for the first time tonight. Lead back to 14 for Wake Tech here with 3:10 to play in the quarter. McCoy, Jemiah Leach. Cutter is Boat Knight. Jumper in the lane, no good. Friends got the rebound. Ragland on the far side. And she got tripped up. More free throws to come. Good night for Asbanasia Boone. 9.5 points per ball game, 4.4 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 3 steals. That's top 50 in D2 in steals per game for Boone, who's got 12 points tonight. Chance to add to that total here at the free throw line. Boone now Baker's dozen as Wake looks to increase its biggest lead. Instead, they stay on 15 points. Wilkins the rebound as she brings it across midcourt. Lassiter got foul. Nope, she traveled. So another turnover for Brunswick. Talked about it in the first half, both of these teams with a high percentage of turnovers on the season. Dolphins, the sloppier team here in this second half, though. Friend swings it out. Mason will try a 3, too strong. Leach with the rebound. Leach pushing, attacking, can't score. Boone got into that space, forced Leach into an awkward shot. That was really intelligent defense there by Boone, who is going to get a breather as Spencer comes back into the game for Wake Tech. Well, we've seen Lewisburg's having a good year. Wake's having a good year. Remember, we're going to have the Region 10 tournament in March here at Brunswick Community College, and I'm kind of making some mental notes in the back of my mind. We'll have all those games for you here on YouTube, either on our channel or on a Region 10 channel. Logan Boatnight left alone. Can't score. Ball deflected out, and Murphy can't score, but she's fouled. So Sadeja Murphy going to go to the free throw line. Murphy 1 out of 2 in the first half for her lone point in the game. Good on that first one. 4-game homestand starting tonight for Brunswick. 2-game road trip wrapping for Wake Tech. Both teams in action at home on Saturday. Wake Tech will play Lewisburg. Brunswick will take on Guilford Tech. Cape Fear 1 week from today. Cape Fear has been dangerous so far this year. Bryan and Stratton has been as well, as Spencer came up short. Logan Boaknight into the forecourt. And is that a foul or a kick? It was a kick out of bounds. Next foul puts Brunswick in the bonus. Kalen Logan Boaknight spinning. Out to Murphy, quick shot is short. Rebound bounces to Mason, who brings it into the forecourt. Got doubled up, got rid of it to Spencer. Now Friend. Extra pass down low, no good by Petaway. Petaway put back, yes. Aquarius just missing that one to pad her stats a little bit. Those offensive rebound numbers continue to climb for Petaway. So she's in double figures. Second player in the game in double figures with 10. Chance to make it 11 at the free throw line. As Burnett comes in, Leach goes out. And Trejo Zaniga in. So is Chloe Kester for Wake. Rebound controlled by Murphy. It's all Wake here in this second half, pushing it out to a 16-point lead. Dolphins turning it over again. A lot of contact there as Murphy hit the deck, but no whistle. Spencer gets it out to Kester for 3, an air ball. Ball bounces, Lassiter keeps the defender at bay, pulls down the rebound, or collects the rebound is more like it. Lassiter from Wilkins back to Brook. And then Lassiter can't handle the pass. Just sloppy offense for Brunswick here in this second half. Boone walks it up. 3-second difference, game and shot clock as we wind down the third quarter. Boone gets around one defender, met at the rim, but scores anyways. So he has Boone up to 15 tonight. Wake Tech has held Brunswick to 27 points late in this third quarter. And they get another steal. At the buzzer, no shot, but it's all Wake here tonight. 45-27 as we go to a timeout. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in just a moment. Fourth quarter ready to get underway. Wake Tech on their way to their 12th win of the season. 11th win in Region 10 play. Yaz Boone with 15 points. Aquarius Petaway with 10. 8 for Spencer, 7 for Mason, 4 for Tucker, and 1 for Friend. For Brunswick, Rashaya McCoy with 7 points. Kaylin Logan Boaknight with 6. 4 for Burnett, 4 for Leach, 2 for Brooke Wilkins, 2 for Skylar Lassiter, 2 as well for Sadeja Murphy. Rasheeman back here with you at the home studio in Ohio. Quick foul by Wake Tech. Dolphins will inbound it 6 seconds into the quarter. Lassiter out deep. Bounce pass to Murphy. Murphy drives, blocked but fouled. Petaway came in at a block and a half per night. So the foul was called on Boone. So Petaway would have gotten that block, it looks like. Wilkins is out, McCoy is in. And Sadeja Murphy, 2 out of 4 from the charity stripe tonight, is back at the line. Brunswick start of a busy stretch at home between now and February 2nd. Play on Saturday, Wednesday, and then Saturday again. Guilford Tech, Cape Fear, and then Central Carolina. Murphy gets both this time, so 4 out of 6 from the charity stripe for Sadeja. All 4 of her points tonight. Spencer to Friend. The Friend driving in. Extra pass goes out to Boone for 3. Yes, it has been her night tonight. 18 for Yaz Boone. Wake Tech by 19, its biggest lead. This was a close game, those of you who are joining us, until late in the first quarter. Dolphins went through a 7-minute stretch between the second quarter and start of the third quarter where they didn't score. That allowed Wake to build. That's going to be a 2-pointer, by the way, for Kaylin Logan Boaknight. Wake Tech built an 8-point lead after no team led by more than 5 in the first half. So they led by 8 at the half, went up double figures pretty quickly here in the second half. Haven't looked back since then. It's Mason coming up empty. Brunswick trying to go to work. McCoy to Leach, jumper no. Rebound by Mason. And Wake travel. Wake won by 10 against Central Carolina on Friday. The start of this little quick trip on the road. Trying to go 2-0 before taking on Lewisburg at home Saturday. I will say Dolphins did a nice job against the full court press for most of the night. Not that time, though, as Spencer's at about her season average in steals with, I believe she's got 7 now. Boone comes up empty. Boone follows her miss, no, and then Petaway is fouled. Offensive rebounds, second chance opportunities, things that make Wake very dangerous. Petaway with 10 tonight. A little bit off her season average at 16.8, but the rebounds at 14.1 on the season. My guess is she's right around that average here tonight in rebounding. She's gotten a ton of extra chance opportunities. It's 1 out of 2 at the line. Lassiter into the forecourt. Uses the sideline. High pass handled by Leach. Spinning in the lane. Attacking, can't score, but she's fouled. 3 team fouls. Now on Wake with 8:01 still to go here in the basketball game. Jemiah Leach, 54% free throw shooter, 7.7 points per ball game, 5.8 rebounds. And as I mentioned, she's been hot in the month of January. She's got 5 points tonight, but had 26 at Cleveland on Sunday. 1 out of 2 here, tip for the rebound, and Murphy fell down, or she would have had it. She did touch it last, so ball's going back to Wake. Joe Gahan not happy with something there. Into the forecourt, Boone. Here is Friend pull up, no. Friend goes over the back to deflect it, but Logan Boaknight with the rebound. Lassiter now brings it up. Quick pass to Boaknight for 3 off the front rim. Boone 3-on-3 for Wake. Boone puts the moves on. Shot blocked by Leach. Nice defense there by Brunswick. Boaknight handoff to McCoy. Lassiter goes around the zone. Murphy, extra pass. Boaknight back to Lassiter, and she gets it to go. Skylar Lassiter's second field goal. She's got 4 tonight. Spencer into Friend. Kayla Friend gets it to rim in. That's her first field goal. 3 points tonight for Kayla. Logan Boaknight, Lassiter. Numbers now for Brunswick as they break the press, and Leach couldn't finger roll it. Lassiter came up short, and Petaway collects. Not going to get many extra chances against Petaway. Dolphins had a couple cracks at it, but that was it. Nice drive there by Spencer. Journey Spencer with 10 tonight. Lassiter, bounce pass goes awry. Leach finds it, can't get the jumper. Spencer saves it. Now throws it ahead for Mason. Mason over 2 defenders, had it stripped by Boaknight, got it back, came up short, and then knocked it out of bounds.
Yes, way.
Petaway departs. Ragland comes in. 5:56 left to go in this one, and Kester going to check in for Friend. Dolphins are a pretty good interior defensive team at home at around 4.3 blocks per game. Wake Tech is the 4th best blocking team in Division II at 6.4, but we've seen a lot in the paint here tonight, both ways. Kellen Logan Boaknight has, I believe, the only 3 tonight for Brunswick. McCoy's gotten to the rim a couple of times, came up short that time. Good ball movement. Finding Ragland open for 3. No good. Leach with the rebound. Here's McCoy. Throws it up. No. Dolphins just back to their old ways. They've been shooting the ball better in January, but not tonight. And free throws to come on the second team foul for Brunswick. Mason, as I mentioned earlier, has done a nice job here tonight, giving them minutes off the bench with 7 points tonight. Make it 8. Right at her season average. So 9 for Destiny Mason. Lead grows to 21, the biggest of the night for Wake Tech. Bounce pass looking for Lassiter. It goes off her kneecap, but it's touched by Wake out of bounds as they were going for the steal. So Brunswick keeps possession, 22 on the shot clock. Murphy, and draws contact. There have been a lot of whistles here tonight. Again, we mentioned it, both teams doing a lot of their work inside the paint. Boone's been deadly from downtown for Wake tonight, but like I said, most of the work, it's been a physical game. Wake's up to 4 team fouls already. Murphy's got all 5 points from the free throw line. She's 5 of 8 tonight. Lassiter out, and Brooke Wilkins coming back in for Brunswick. Spencer, now Mason. Mason attacks, the scoop, can't score, rebound by Leach. McCoy on the far side of your screen, looking for Wilkins, pass was off the mark. 4:40 left to go in this one. Wake by 20 as we take our final media timeout. Back to live action, 4:40 to go until we wrap this one up. Wake Tech going to get out of here with a victory most likely. Spencer back into the game with Ragland and Boone in the backcourt. Kester out there and Mason, that's the 5 for Wake Tech. Out of the timeout, don't see any changes for Brunswick here as Wilkins, Leach, McCoy, Boaknight, and Murphy. That's the 5. Jumper no good. Rebound by Sedasia. Leach looking to attack. She got fouled. That's 5 team fouls on Wake, so Dolphins in the bonus. Brunswick's start of a 4-game homestand. As I mentioned, you saw there the schedule of games that we'll have for you. 3 more starting on Saturday, Guilford Tech. And then 1 week from today, Cape Fear makes the short drive down. And February 2nd against Central Carolina. That one I won't be with you with. Won't be with you with. I don't know. I don't know what that was. I'm not gonna be doing that game, so it'll just be video only. Tucker back in the game. Couldn't handle the pass. Jemiah Leach with the extra pass. Unselfish play to Sedasia Murphy. That's what I want to see more of. Cutting unselfish play moving without the basketball for this Dolphins offense. Spencer top of the key. Spencer just got around 2 defenders. Luckily for the Dolphins, she didn't score, but that was bad defense. What was the call there? I think a player stepped out of bounds. Did somebody call a time? Joe Gaughan is really upset. Did somebody call a timeout or what? I think it might have just been an inadvertent whistle. Colleen Clan is in for the first time correction. That's Kayla Friend back out there for Wake. I thought maybe they'd empty their bench a little bit, but they bring the starter Friend back in. And Sadeja Murphy beats her to the hoop. 9 for Murphy. It's a little mini run here, 6-0 for Brunswick. Spencer on the near side. Kester thought about the 3. She attacks around the defense and scores. I mean, Chloe Kester with her first bucket. Not much resistance, though, as Wake has been able to attack the rim a couple of times down the stretch here. Leach throws it ahead in the front court for Logan Boatnight. And she's fouled. Kaylin going to the free throw line. Chance to get into double digits. Sadeja Murphy leads the team with 9 points. Logan Boatnight with 8. 64% free throw shooter on the season. Allen gets them both. So first player for Brunswick in double figures as we go to a timeout. 2:45 remaining in this one. We'll be right back. Back to live action with 2:40 and counting. Wake with the basketball leading by 15. They've led by as many as 21. It's a tight game in the first half until late in the second quarter. Wake Tech took an 8-point lead into the locker room. Dolphins 7-minute scoring drought between the second and third quarters. Wake went up double figures. They have not looked back since then. Not a great shooting night for the Eagles, but they have done the job. McCoy can't get the runner. Follows her miss, throws it to Murphy. Sadeja attacking, and she's fouled. Murphy has 1 field goal today, but 8 points. She is 6 for 8 from the free throw line, is that right? I can't remember. But she's got a chance to get into double figures here now and join Logan Boatnight, who's got 10. Murphy with 9 right now. Make it 10. So in a good rhythm at the free throw line now, 7 of 10. So she has 2 field goals. I said she has 1, but Now Murphy leads the team with 11. This 21-point lead is down to 13. There's probably not enough time. No call there. You could see the elbow extend a little bit. The official doesn't bite, though. Kayla Friend goes right to the hoop. So Wake with a much-needed bucket there. Sadeja Murphy again in the lane. Can't score. Fight for the rebound controlled by Petaway. 4-on-3 for Wake. Clock's your friend right now if you're the Eagles, though, so they'll run some time off. Ragland. Petaway. Here's Friend up top. Shot clock down to 7. Friend goes to work. Forces that pass, comes right back to her, and she scores. Sometimes a little luck. And we got a travel now called on Krishaya McCoy. 53.7 seconds left to go in this one. Boone bounce test to Friend. Ball was deflected out. Kayla Friend forces another one. Murphy's got the steal, and then she's fouled. So Sedacious going back to the line for free throws number 11 and 12 for her tonight. Chance to pad those numbers a little bit for Sedacia. 11 points tonight, mostly from the charity stripe. Like I said, Murphy's in a good rhythm now. That's her. So 13 tonight for Sadeja Murphy. And 9 from the free throw line. She's 9 of 12. She started 2 of 4. Oh, they called a foul there. Come on, guys. Let's go home here. Kayla Friend, though, chance to get a bucket. This is such a weird sub right now for Wake Tech. Like, they empty the bench with 13 and a half seconds. Like, why? So, Kayla Friend going to get 2 free throws, and well, a good game for Yaz Boone. She finishes with 18. Petaway and Spencer in double figures. Petaway with 11 and Spencer with 10. And for Brunswick, Murphy with 13. Kaylin Logan Boaknight with 10. As that shot goes out, Wake. What is the whistle for here? Did they call a foul on Brunswick? They called an intentional foul on Brunswick. Come on, guys. So Mariah Tucker is going to go to the free throw line. The officials have, it's gone off the rails here in the last minute of this game. First of all, Wake Tech should not have been pushing the basketball. They should just be dribbling it out, which maybe they were trying to do, maybe they weren't. I don't know. It didn't look like it. It looks like they were trying to get a fast break going. And I think Brunswick might have taken exception to that. But that's not how you end a game. So 6 for Tucker. Hey, ball don't lie. 6 for Tucker. And now a timeout by, this is ridiculous. If she sets a play up here and this team shoots this ball with 3.7 seconds, if I'm on the court, somebody's in trouble. That's all I got to say. We're going to take a full timeout here and see exactly what the heck is going to happen. Very bizarre ending to this one. 3.7 seconds, and Wake Tech calls timeout. So really all they got to do is inbound and dribble it out. They throw it away instead. And Wake Tech wins. Wow, what a weird end. 65-46. The Eagles get the victory over your Dolphins. We'll be with you again on Saturday. Guilford Tech is in town. And that one will be at 3 o'clock afternoon on a Saturday. Come on back for that one. Until then, have yourselves a great rest of your week, everybody. Talk to you again on Saturday.